The day they stopped respecting you, and you didn't even notice. You didn't see it happen. No one told you when it started. But one day, you looked around and realized the people you trusted most had quietly stopped respecting you. There was no loud argument, no dramatic betrayal. It was much quieter than that. It was the conversation they kept having without you, the joke they made at your expense that everyone laughed at, the favor they asked for. Without even saying thank you anymore, you told yourself you were overthinking. But deep down, something shifted. Here is a hard truth that few people ever admit. People rarely lose respect for you because of one big mistake. They lose respect for you through 1,000 small things you tolerate. Psychologically, humans adapt to what is constantly available. When you are always available, like your presence stops being a gift, it becomes a default. When you always say yes, your yes loses its weight. When you always forgive without consequence, your pain stops being real to them. You taught them, slowly, what they could get away with. Not because you are weak, but because you are kind. Think about Daniel. Daniel was the person everyone relied on. Need help moving? Call Daniel. Need to vent for hours? Daniel listens. At first, people admired him. They called him the nicest guy. But slowly, the thank you faded. Then the please faded. People started making plans in front of him, without including him. The breaking point came on his birthday. He waited at a restaurant. For an hour, 2 showed up, out of 10. Sitting there, Daniel realized the painful truth. They didn't suddenly stop respecting him. They had simply learned over years that he would always accept whatever they gave him. He had become so desperate to be needed, that he forgot to demand to be valued. There is a story of a great tree that grew in the middle of a village. It gave shade to the weary, a fruit to the hungry, and comfort to the lost. Everyone took from it. They carved their names into its bark. They broke its branches for firewood. No one thanked the tree because they had grown used to its kindness. But one day, a storm came. The tree had spent so much energy giving to others that it had forgotten to protect its own roots. It fell. The lesson is not that the tree should have stopped giving. The lesson is that even the strongest tree must protect its roots. You cannot give endless shade if your roots are rotting. People do not value what is endlessly available. They value what is rare, what is strong, and what is protected. So what do you do now? Do you become cold? Do you stop caring? No. You do something far more difficult. You become gentle, but unshakable. You learn that boundaries are not walls. They are gates. You say no, without feeling the need to explain. You stop answering messages the second they come in. You stop over-explaining your decisions. You stop laughing at jokes that disrespect you. Respect is not demanded. Respect is quietly taught by the standards you accept. If you tolerate being interrupted, they will interrupt you. But if you calmly leave the room, when they disrespect you, they will feel your absence. And absence, unlike constant presence, makes the heart wonder. And so you begin again, not as the person who gives until they break, but as the person who gives from their overflow. You protect your time, your energy, and your peace. The people who only took from you will complain. They will call you selfish. They will say you changed. But the people who truly valued you will notice your roots and respect your strength. For the first time in a long time, you will feel the silence, not as loneliness, but as peace. People don't lose respect for you overnight. They learn it through what you repeatedly allow. The strongest tree is not the one that gives everything away. It is the one that protects its roots while still offering shade. And your boundaries do not push people away. They reveal who respects you and who is simply using you. What was the one moment you realized someone had stopped respecting you? And what did you do about it? If this story helped you understand your own worth a little more clearly, then perhaps your journey has just begun. Welcome to VeraMind, truth behind every story.